Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of The Locker Room. I am your host. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Reggie. Now listen, man, Ime Udoka continues to make headlines for his affair with a Boston Celtics staff member. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some new information has been brought to my attention. This is from somebody with a credible source inside the league office. Ime Udoka and Nia Long are in an open relationship, and he is a serial offender with the ladies wherever he coached. Ladies and gentlemen, this was one of the first things that came into my mind. I'm like, of course Ime Udoka is gonna cheat, man. Nia Long isn't even living in Boston. So what do y'all expect that man to do? Like, y'all expect him to be faithful when his wife is all the way in Los Angeles? I doubt it. So then it goes on to say, in Boston, he slept with team staffer that handled team accommodations and bookings. She is married and her husband caught them. The husband went to the team and they signed paperwork saying it was consensual and that should have been it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you guys, okay? I don't know what her husband is still doing in this relationship. If I was him, I would have divorced this woman a long time ago. The fact that you are snooping around to try and catch your wife cheating, that lets me know, bro, listen, this relationship it's all but over. Okay? It's all but over. Your wife was getting bent over by Ime Udoka and you still want to remain with her?
Stupid.
I mean, somebody explain that to me. I don't understand that logic, but it is what it is. Now, this woman later went on to say that Ime Udoka was inappropriate to her before they hooked up, right? So now that this young woman has gotten caught, now she wants to play the victim. The women should take no blame.
With all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. Stop. What became apparent to me in this press conference is that we do not have all of the information here, and it was frustrating to me that the Celtics declined to elaborate or to give more specifics about what exactly the rule breaking was that led us to this point. So that I just want to get that out of the way first. But to answer your question, Molly, I think what stood out to me, I think what stood out to me is that Brad Stevens, he was upset. That's what stood out to me about what he termed rampant Twitter BS is the word that he used, that women were unfairly dragged into this within the Celtics organization. You could see that Brad Stevens was visibly upset about this. And I also found that to be gross and unnecessary, that folks were bringing in the names and the images of women that is just not a fact, that was purely speculation. And so to me, that is what stood out. But the Celtics as an organization could have done more, and short of doing more ahead of this yesterday, they could have owned that responsibility in this press conference. I understand that there were legal parameters that they had to operate within for everybody involved, and I appreciate the fact that they brought in outside counsel and did a thorough organization, and I think that that is something that was clearly necessary in this situation. But the fact that it was able to go on all day, the fact that we are sitting here debating whether somebody else should have been suspended or not, we are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women. That is not why we are here.
Seriously, Malika? So these women don't deserve any blame for the role that they played in the situation with Ime Udoka. Stop it, okay?
Stupid.
Now, like I said, the Celtics told Ime to chill, but he kept doing whatever he wanted. And then, get this, and then he slept with a Celtics minority owner's wife. Ime Udoka has no chill. Now, like I said, had Nia Long been in Boston and was pleasing Ime Udoka, maybe none of this ever happens. But ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the reasons why long distance relationships never work out. They're never going to work out. You cannot be on the other side of the country and expect your man to be faithful. Now, I get it. He is a head coach. He is in a powerful position, so he should have not been doing this.
Well, Stephen, I think there's a power dynamic here. And
a subordinate.
Again, as the leader, as somebody who, in a workplace where he is the boss, where he is in charge, there is a different dynamic than if somebody was a peer, if somebody was, more of a colleague than, somebody who, again, is the leader, certainly on the basketball side, along with Brad Stevens, in a position of significant power and influence. And so there are, I think, different pressures that go along with that. And I think for the Celtics, I think that was a big part of this, was, again, that there's a different dynamic when it's the person in charge. And as a head coach, that is part of the responsibility and the burden for Ime Udoka. And I think that speaks to the kind of suspension and punishment.
Ladies and gentlemen, after he slept with a minority owner's wife, that was too much for them, and they suspended Ime Udoka. If it was mid-season, they would have fired him, but it's the off-season, so it's more time to investigate and see what else he did. Udoka won't resign because he doesn't want to miss out on the payday, but he will likely never coach in the NBA again. Many were surprised he got a head coaching gig because of his past behaviors, so no one was assaulted and no one got pregnant, but this dude was wilding on the job. Ime Udoka, bro, I get it. You were in a very powerful position. You decided you wanted to, exercise some of that power, man. And listen, it backfired. It backfired on you, right? Now, I am not a fan of men sleeping with other men's wives. I am not a fan of that. I do not support that. I do not condone that. Okay? There are a lot of men out here who, if they were to catch their wife with another man, they'd be ready to delete somebody, if not themselves. So I don't condone that behavior at all, man. I think Ime is definitely in the wrong for some of the things that he is being accused of. So yeah, I know on previous videos, man, I was campaigning that Ime could, potentially coach again. I don't see it happening now. So at this point, Ime, man, listen, go find you a nice little college team somewhere to coach, bro. Maybe a high school, who knows, man, and stay away from married women, okay? Now, that's pretty much all I got for this video. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this situation, man. What do you think about this, man? Let me know in the comments down below. And listen, I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. This was another installment of The Locker Room. You guys have a good one. Peace.